As a kid, I think I did really vividly see what happens when public health fails. When I was 3 or 4 year old, we had those blisters, and because as kids would play in the sand, and those kids would urinate there as well. So it does culminate into something bigger. When I was 6 months old, it was around 1995, that's when we had to migrate from Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan, to Pakistan, which is the closest neighboring country for refuge. That is where I did see poor public health. That's where all these people are residing, where there's no measures whatsoever. And that's where we had the breakout of cholera, influenza, and all these things. That was where it started, where I had a vision of I wanted things to be different, but I didn't know where, how could I make that impact. When we arrived in Karachi by UNHCR, they had some camps in the outskirts of Karachi. Karachi spoke very different language to what was spoken in Pakistan. And so we had to fight that language barrier in order to find a job and have a little bit of income where we could pay rent to escape refugee camps. And in 2008, that's where our process for immigration started. It was 2013 in February, end of February is when we moved from Pakistan to Canada, to Quebec. There was a blizzard going on when we had just first landed. And that time, it was my last final year of high school. I do remember my parents had really, obviously, really little money. And I would say all of the money they had is just how much they appreciated education. They said, you know what, I know it's a very gutsy move to spend this money on your airfare, but you could go give your exam, because they had that much trust in me that I would be able to do well. And I did, got good grades, and when I came back, used those to apply to U of C. And that's when I got into the degree, the Bachelor of Science in Anthropology. My internship opportunity really focused kind of my interest on, so this is public health. Public health is making sure that we're preventing diseases before they come in, but we're more so doing it through all the other lenses. We're incorporating that every person's experiences really shape their health outcomes. So these kind of got built up. And when I was at Libin and seeing the magnitude of work, the research and the community approach, that kind of really solidified that this is the path I do want to go to. If you're coming from under-resourced, unprivileged, and unseen background that I do, and if you make it to the other side where you are in a space like Canada with so many resources, make sure that in whatever way you can, you are advocating for people. Never give up. I think some people don't dream big enough. There's still so much that you can do within your own reasons, within your own means, but just never stop dreaming. I'm really happy that this is a story I had in the background because it really shaped me as a person.